Warning: the show you are about to see has been put together by the world's safest DJ. You will laugh, maybe learn something. He will definitely say something stupid, but you are never ever in any danger.
There we go. Check, check, check. Happy New Year, everybody. What a way to start the year off. Muted. Why was I muted just there? Sorry about that. How we doing? It's 2026. Fresh, brand new year. New show 4 of 10 that I'll be doing. Take a little break. Got lots to talk about. Yes, I hope you got your tinfoil hat. It's time to go through these DJ conspiracy theories. However, before we get to that, it's January. And we are less than a week away from NAMM, which means we're going to get a lot of new stuff. I'm excited. There's some stuff I know about that, by the way, if you remember, I'm teasing my members little clues, little hints about some stuff that's coming out. So if you're not already a member, jump on that. Great way to support the channel. I also close to hitting the milestone here, just a little bit away from hitting 15,000 subscribers, which is kind of crazy. So thank you everybody out there that subscribes, that watches, that you guys are here today. I appreciate you guys. So become a member. Just one way to support your boy, because I got lots of stuff coming up, lots of good stuff for you, and I'll make sure members get all that stuff ahead of time. Which, by the way, I will give members that new video firsthand at. Plus, I have something. I got these. Have you guys seen these before? These are the Ape Lab Marvels. Holy cow, these are bright. I'm gonna make a video on these soon, but this is what they look like, in case you're wondering. So pretty light and they're bright. Got 2 of those. We'll do a video on those. That's coming up. Lots of big stuff this year. 2026. I promise more. Amy, she'll be on the show as much as I can. Oh, you're gonna be at NAMM. You know what? It's probably too late for me to go. Is it too late for me to go? I should go. Who can make that happen for me? Somebody get a hold of me. I think I want to go. That'd be cool to go. Also, somebody in the chat, thanks, man. Somebody in the chat mentioned that Rain, I'm gonna talk about this too, that Rain dropped a teaser. Did they drop it on YouTube? I tried to look it up. Like, as soon as I saw your comment, I tried to find it. Maybe I need to go over to YouTube and see if it's over there. What did I just do? What did I do? Why am I gone? What the hell? There we go. Am I back? Jesus Christ. Okay. The fuck was that? Let me go over to YouTube real quick and see if I can find. Oh, it's on DJ City? Okay, let's see if I can find that. And we'll watch it together here real quick. 1 year ago. Oh, let me just go to their channel. Oh. Let's go. Come here. Show me videos. I don't see it. Was it a short? Okay, it looks like it's a short. All right. Let's watch this real quick. Let me do this. What the? That was it? All right. That's all we get? That's all we get? That's it? All right. I guess I'll take it, you know? I guess I'll take it. That was pretty underwhelming, not gonna lie. That was a little bit underwhelming. But let's take a look at it real quick here. But 1 second, I gotta pull up my thread here that I was gonna do. Give me 1 second, guys. I lost my thread when I switched over to that has all my conspiracy theories in it. Here we go. Okay. So let's go back over here. January 20th. Is that when NAMM is? Is it the 20th? World's safest DJ. You got it, baby. Yeah, I want to talk about this thing real quick because I gotta tell you, like I dropped a little video last night on it, and I I think this is cool. I think it looks great. Like I said, I've been all in one before. I had the Prime 2, Prime Go, and then for Rain to come out with one. Obviously, it's sort of I think Denon saw my video and was like, "Oh my god, we got to put something out. This guy's calling us out. We got to do some products." So you're welcome. I'll take it full credit for the Rain System 1. Now, by the way, I feel like every year we get a Rain leak. Am I crazy? Or is that, I feel like every time Rain has something, it leaks. And I have no problem with that. I think leaks are good. I think companies, if you have something, you should let it leak. Let it out there. Whoa. Because it creates all this buzz. Like everybody's talking about this thing right now. I think it's the best thing. It gets you a lot of buzz right before the thing comes out. So I'm all for that. Thanks for noticing that, Mike. Not a lot of people ever notice like that stuff, but that's one of my absolute top 10 favorite movies of all time. So I think that what I'm looking at here though, is a mock-up. I don't think that's really what it's going to look like. Now we know it's real. Okay? We know it's real because we've got boxes. And the box, that's real. And this looks like Guitar Center. So whoever's working at Guitar Center, this guy's getting fucking fired. Now, I know it happened on Reddit. Reddit is where this thing broke. But the good news about seeing it in the box tells me that they're ready to go. Like, they'll have them. Because what I don't want is, and I think you guys are on the same page, is for this to get released, and then they'll be like, yeah, coming in the summer. Like, no. Now. Have it ready now, right? So, the Rain System 1, 2-channel, smart move there. Standalone motorized controller, built-in FX, and stem control. Now, one thing I didn't mention in my video also is that it looks like it has built-in Wi-Fi and has all the streamers ready to go. Plus, it looks like, is that sound switch? Yeah, sound switch. So this is what I'm guessing is that instead of releasing a new Prime 2 or a Prime 4, we got this. And maybe that's what they're doing. They're going, all right, from here on forward, we're gonna go with the Rain stuff. Oh, tickets. Yeah, let me see if yeah, I gotta figure out if I can fly out there. I gotta figure all that out. But I don't know. Find me on Instagram, bro, and let me know. That'd be super rad. To get out there. Is it the 20th? I don't know when it is, but what do you guys think about this? Are you excited? I know in the comments, people were excited and sort of like, whatever. The standalone thing is interesting because it's been going around for a while, but I don't know if everybody here is. I don't know if DJs are ready to fully adapt to leaving the laptop at home. We'll have to see. All right. Hey guys, hit that like button. We're almost got 40 people here, and we're only at 9 likes, which is a little sad. It's a little sad. All right, it's conspiracy theory day. Let's go. Okay. Let's get to our first one. And I'm gonna do a couple that I was talking to Justin, the DJ, and we were just laughing about some of these conspiracy theories that DJs have. And he was supposed to come on, but he's not here. So, not that we didn't finalize it, but I think we're gonna get some more fucking beef going with this fucking guy. All right. So the first couple ones are the ones that we came up with, and then I'm gonna go. There was a post on the help desk that I thought like had a lot of these on it as well, and we'll go through those as well. Plus, I want you in the chat. Throw those in there. Put in your DJ conspiracy theory, and then Amy's watching the chat, and she'll let me know if she finds like a good one. So she'll come up and tell me, and then we'll chat about it. But okay, here's our first conspiracy theory. Okay. All right. Let me go back to me. Let's go back to me. Okay. First conspiracy theory. This is just a personal one. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way. YouTubers get paid thousands to review stuff. Anytime I see that, oh, this guy got paid. He got paid to say it. He got paid. Let's see. I've been paid one time, actual cash. Okay. It doesn't really, I think in our niche, it doesn't really work that way. I know that that's available, that you can get paid, and I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for myself, that how it typically works is this, okay? I'll let you in on a little bit insider info on how this works. What happens is you get an email from somebody on their team that says, hey, we would love you to review this product, and they'll send you a link to it. And usually what that means is that they'll send it to you, you make a video, and then, they'll give you affiliate links. That's kind of typically how that goes. Now, you can also put together an e-kit, like an electronic EPK or electronic press kit, which I have, and you can charge for videos. But what I typically do then is I'll go to the link and I'll check it out, and I'll see like I just got a couple today, and one of them was for sleeping earbuds, like you wear them when you sleep. So I get this shit all the time. And you just kind of figure out like, do I want it? Do I not want to do it? And is it relevant to you? Like, that's the thing. I was thinking like, well, I don't want to just take something free to churn something out that I know you guys aren't interested in. Although the sleep things are kind of interesting to me. So maybe we'll get those. But that's typically how it works. So no, these companies are not paying, at least me, thousands of dollars to review stuff. So we could put that one to bed. All right, the second one, let me get that one out of the way. This was one that we kind of laughed at. Vendors recommending cheap DJs. So this is a total conspiracy theory, and I don't think this is true, but we were laughing at the idea that other vendors like planners and photographers recommend cheap DJs so that their job looks like they're more competent, So when they fuck something up, they can be like, yeah, well, at least I'm not DJ Jesse over there who's drunk and hitting on the bridesmaids or gone, right? Or I just saw a nightmare story where, and this was here, a bride was like, she was kind of asking, what should I do? Should I give a negative review to this company? Okay, this is interesting. She said, should I give a negative review to this company because it's been 7 months since my wedding, and what happened still bothers me. And I think that's a valid feeling, right? I don't know if I've had that where, not 9 months later, but you kind of have a poor experience with either a product or something in customer service, and it lingers. And this is what's happening to this bride. And apparently what happened was the DJ just mixed up all kinds of music and cues. He played their grand entrance song while she was walking down the aisle, and then played her walking down the aisle song during the grand entrance. I don't get this, but I do. What's happening is they're finding cheap people to do this, and these cheap people aren't putting in the time and attention to details. Like when I hear about brides walking down the aisle to no song or the wrong song, that blows my mind. I joke with my couples. I tell them, I go, listen, Maddie, if you walk down the aisle, I say this exactly what I say. If you walk down the aisle to the wrong song, I'm giving you all your money back. Okay. Now, you might be saying, like, Aaron, you really said, no, I'm not worried about that. That would never happen. That would never happen. So I don't understand how that's happening. Right. So should she write a negative review? And, as much as I feel like that is warranted. What you're doing with that negative review is letting other couples know, hey, because you're going with this cheap option, okay, you're potentially setting yourself up for some of your key moments to fall flat. I don't know. That's my thought on that. But anyways, we were getting a kick out of this, thinking that they're going around hiring these cheap ass DJs just so that at the end of the day, when they fuck up so much, they can be like, well, at least we weren't that DJ, So those are the two that we came up with. off the top of my head or off the top of our heads. But keep those coming in the comments if you've got one you want me to mention. I will I'll bring that up. I'll bring it up here. But let's link over to Facebook and shout out to John Devine, who kind of asked the question: what are the biggest threats to DJs right now? And I thought that the answers that you guys gave were great because it does fall into this category. So let's see if this works. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So the question was, what are some of the main threats that we DJs are facing? Things that we're worried, nervous about. And I wanted to start off with my boy Even Steve. He had a great one, and I'm curious about this too. If you guys are seeing this, and by the way, is ghosting up like crazy for you guys? What the hell? I've seen everybody talk about this lately, but man, I mean, right now it's booking season, so your inboxes should be getting flooded right now. But ghosting is a real thing happening. Now, I experimented with something last night, and I'm not gonna lie, it worked. Okay, sorry, we'll get to that in a second. Let me stay here. Here's what I did. I'm sitting there going, okay, so an email's coming through my inbox, and I respond within the hour, 90% of the time. I respond to an inquiry within the hour, sometimes within the half hour. I'll get right back to them. But then they don't. And what's funny is I feel like the ones I can't do, like I'm already booked, those people are on it. I always joke with Amy, like, the replies back when I go, I'm sorry, I'm unavailable, bam, I get one right away, like, hey, thanks for getting back to me, right? So, as like the people that I can't work with seem like they're ready to go. But last night, I had two come in around 9 o'clock, and I have a chatbot on my site too. So the chatbot is there to give instant answers and then book a consultation. That's kind of what I have that for. And people are, I'd say like 2 out of 10 are using that. Okay, so it's not like a huge thing. But what I did last night at 9, I get their phone number too. I just went straight to text. Alex is agreeing with me. Ghosting is up. So I think what's happening is people are just getting engaged, and they're just throwing the fishnet open. Like, let's see who we get, right? And so when you respond quickly, I still think that's a good thing. Like, so I wouldn't say don't respond quickly, because I always get thanks for responding back. But last night, instead of going to email, I just sent them a text. And I booked consultations for both of them via text within 12 hours, less than that. 8. No. Yeah, about 10 hours. I had them respond back and book consultations via text. So, my question to you guys is, do you think that's the way to go moving forward? I usually try to, even if a lead comes in during the day, I kind of want that not to go out any, like in the evening. What's up? You got one? All right. Amy's just writing me a little post-it notes. What? You can talk. All right, so we got our first one here. So she's gonna send me little sticky notes of good comments that you guys are leaving. So if you make it onto the teal sticky notes, you have piqued Amy's interest. So that's part 2. If you want your conspiracy to be covered on the show, it has to be interesting to Amy. Okay, so that's what you got to do. I'm gonna put that right there. DJ D's, I got you. So went right to text and got instant response. Let me pull it up and let me show you. I'm not gonna show you, but I'll tell you. So the text came in, and I just wrote, "Hey Corrine, this is Aaron in parentheses DJ. Good news, I'm currently open for your date. Where is your venue?" Now, I purposefully on my website. I'm sorry that we've got a little sidetracked here, but I figured this is a little interesting. I purposefully leave out where their venue is, because that gives me a follow-up question to keep a conversation going, as opposed to having everything I need and then trying to get them to book a Zoom. You kind of, I think, like collecting leads 101, everyone always tells you get a conversation going. Conversations don't happen on email. Conversations happen on text. So I said that, and she wrote, let's see. I sent that at 8 o'clock. So at 8 o'clock, I sent that text. At 8:16, she replied, "Great news. Our venue is Pinewood Weddings and Events in Cambridge." Now, what's good about that, again, why I leave the venue part open is because then if I've been there before, then I can say it. Now, what's great about this one is I said, "Love that spot. Are we doing the silent disco?" This place is known here in the cities for music has to be done by 10, but then you can do an hour long silent disco where they provide all the stuff. And I've done that there. So now she hears, "Oh, great. My DJ's been there and he's also done the silent disco." So I texted her back at 8:17 and she didn't send anything back till 8:41, but said, "Yes, we've never been to a wedding that has a silent disco. Not sure exactly what to expect with that, but hoping it will be fun." So there we go. Letting her know I've done it. Okay. Look what she wrote next. "Would you be able to set up a call to connect and go over a few questions in our next steps?" So she initiated the Zoom chat. So I said, "Yeah, the disco is fun. I like playing sing-alongs and listen to you guys drunkenly sing. Yeah, let's set up a Zoom chat." And I set up my link. She clicked it, and then the thing was booked. So I don't know, just a really interesting correspondence that I had yesterday that I think moving forward, I'm going straight to text in the evening. Yeah, I think you have the best chance of getting a hold of people and having them get back. Keep it light. Don't send pamphlets. Don't be all business and shit. Like, keep it light. Keep it to conversation. And I think you might have a good chance of booking. So, anyways, it looks like they're all coming in here for you, honey. So, if you see any more, they're particularly targeting you right now, which is great. Okay. Let's go back over to my screen, which is right here. All right, let's go back here. All right. Conspiracy theory. What's going on? Even Steve wrote, decline, and we're 30 minutes in. That's perfect. That's usually when we get to our main topic. Declining interest in drinking. By the way, this is right here. Declining interest in drinking, dancing, marriage, and the loss of collective musical taste. I am seeing posts everywhere on X, Reddit, where people are saying that young people are drinking less. Now, not here. At least not in Minnesota. Because when I do these weddings, man, these guys get hammered. So I'm not sure if that is a regional thing. And if it is, why? What's going on? Is it because are they moving over to like other substances, now that THC is becoming more available? Like, for me, honestly, I'm drinking less alcohol and drinking more THC. I get a can of THC with 10%, that and 10% CBD. I sleep like a fucking baby. I have the best night. You only need one can and you're good, as opposed to drinking, a whole half a bottle of scotch. But if you're doing that, you need therapy. Something's wrong. Yeah, so them drinking less is interesting. Marriage numbers going down. I don't know about that. I did have less events last year, and they have been not going down, but around the same. So I'm not sure if people are not interested in getting married anymore. I know it's very expensive to do that. But I think where he nailed it on the head here, and I agree with you, Hairspray, is the loss of collective musical taste. I've been saying this for a while now, is I get worried that in 10 years, because we're not all listening to the radio anymore, everybody's got their own AI algorithm set, Spotify, Apple, whatever playlist, just giving you what the algorithm is giving you. How are we all going to have those songs that we can sing and dance to? Because you guys know there's nothing worse than playing a song and nobody knows what it is. And that's happened to us. You take a risk, you take a chance, you play something top 40, and you get that blank stare reaction from the crowd, like, what the hell is this? Right? And you're like, oh shit. And you got to get out of it. So what do we do? Now, I will say this. No way, bro. I'm with you. I still love a good nice glass of bourbon. Um, here's some good news in light of that. My daughter the other day, she's 15. I got more sticky notes. 3 more. She was singing "Staying Alive." Did you hear her the other day? She was down in the kitchen going, staying alive, staying alive. And I just kind of like side-eyed her. Like, where are you getting that? She knows Dancing Queen. And so I think that the stuff that we know that works, and you know what it is. You know the stuff that works. That's still going to work. It's the new stuff I feel like that's going to be more difficult. Because even if, Amy and I went on the last show, we went over the top pop songs of 2025. Even during that segment and in the comments afterwards, a lot of you guys are like, I never heard of any of these. And it's true. But they were the top streamed songs of 2025. And I didn't see very many that I could feel ending up on our dance set in 5 years. Although, is it called Where's My Husband? That song, Where's My Husband? That's on my must play for my wedding in next week. So that's, there are occasionally there's a couple of pop songs that I think are popping over. All right, guys, let's get me up to 25 likes. This is embarrassing. And for you, 50 people here and there's only 18 likes. Come on. Let's get them going. You guys get me to 25 likes and I'll do my first posted. Okay? Get me to 25. I'm at 18 right now. Get me to 25 and I'll do our first posted. So I think Steve was on the money there when it came to that. If you look one up, continued decreasing role of music and arts in our society, most critically among young people. That is an interesting take, but I don't know if I agree with it. I do think that young people like music. If you're on TikTok, and that's where that's where all the kids are, they're covering these young, like 20s people are covering older songs. Like Celine Dion, if you want it the most, there's no easy way out. Like that song? Teenage Dirtbag. There's some older stuff that they're covering. So I don't agree with that. I don't think that they're not into music. My daughter is 15. She loves music. But the way she's getting it is different than us. We got it from the radio. She's getting it from Instagram Reels. So that's what's interesting. Oh, that's very okay. My 14-year-old and her friends are now into TLC. Here's the thing. I think that we're going to see that. I think we're going to see the young people discover music from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and go, holy shit, this stuff's way better. And I'm not trying to sound like a fucking boomer, but it's true. It is. I feel like most media, we hit our peak. We've hit it. It's rare that a film comes out or a TV show that grips me that I don't go, oh Jesus, and often go back and watch Step Brothers. Okay, so I'm just gonna watch what I know is gonna make me laugh. This new shit ain't funny. It ain't funny. And so I don't think that they're disconnected from music. I think they love music. I think they're discovering our music, and how beautiful is that? All right, 27. Thank you. All right, let's do one. I said we'll do DJ D's first. You got your first note from Amy. DJ D's says sync button collect data when you use it. Oh, that's an interesting idea. So every time you hit the sync button, it collects the data what data is it collecting? This guy doesn't know how to DJ. Look, by the way, let's leave this in what? Let's leave the sync button controversy in 2005. Let's let this go. Who cares? Who gives a shit? They don't care. But I tell you what, I see this comment also. I saw a couple of comments where DJs will say, "Oh, a couple doesn't care if you're mixing or doing word plays or whatever." I disagree with that 100%. We peaked. I think you're right, bro. I mean, 04, I dare you to find me I think the last great rated R movie comedy was The Hangover, and I think that was in 2014 or something. That was the last really good one we had. But I was what I word plays mixing. I disagree with that. No, that is something that I say we could get on board and try to push each other in the right direction, in an encouraging way. All right. Because that's not true. At the end of the night, I have guests come up to me and go, "I was noticing your even the dads." Okay, now a lot of these dads are in their late 40s, which is approaching my fucking age, by the way. I turned 44. Um, they're noticing it too. Like, hey, I was noticing. What do they say? Your blends. They always say, "I'm loving your blends." Like, I got a fucking blender. I'm like, you know. Okay, dad. They notice it. They do. The crowd notices it, their friends notice it. So that is something true. If you're using the sync button in order to mix easier so that you can get at least, get it lined up right so you can do something interesting, who gives a shit? Who cares? All you need to hear is a whoo woo after a good wordplay. Exactly. 100%. Exactly. That's how it goes. When you even it doesn't have to be a wordplay, even doing a nice transition, we got the drums, stemmed in. When you hear that, it's great. And then you are going to have a great night because you won the crowd over and then they trust you. And I think the requests go down because they don't want to fuck up your vibe. And that's when you know you're in. Okay. Second one here. Second note from DJ Shake the Drummer. The one time you got paid for a video is because they wanted Amy. Yeah. Oh, is that why you picked this one? That's true. I can't. Which one was it? I did a couple videos for a company and they just were saying thank you. It was nice. Okay. This one I've been working on has taken me 2 days to make this one. Alex's conspiracy theory, Alex Miles. Couple asked for a sample playlist from a wedding, then ghost me. Theory is they will just. Huh? She just finally responded. That's so funny. You are. Is it that far behind? Sorry. All right. Couple asked for a sample playlist from a wedding, then ghost me. Theory is they will just Spotify. Oh, so they're like, hey, give us. I've never had anybody ask me that before. I've never had anybody ask me, give me a list of songs that you would play, and then so you send it to them, and they go, great, we got our first hour. We don't fucking need this guy. All right, maybe it's not a bad idea to hold some of that stuff close to the chest. Don't give them everything. Some of you guys out there are just so goddamn thirsty for work. And then I see like popular dates that, man, September 26th has been booked for me for almost like 2 years. Okay. And then that's all I see. The 26th. And all these guys are open. Like, I could do it. Want something for free? Give it a break. All right. So, yeah, here he is. There you are right now. So that happened. All right. Send it to them in the exact order to. Oh, no. That's what happened. You sent them your whole playlist? Oh, man. What does that remind me of? It reminds me of something like, oh, okay, I got everything. Now I don't need you anymore. Yeah. So my question to you, Alex, is will you do that again? If somebody reaches out to you and go, both the Alexes, you guys are both getting hit for this. I've had many people ask for playlists or a set list. I think you know what? Tin hat on. This one might be real. I know what it reminds me of. It's the same shit when the guest will come up to you and say, hey, the bride wants you to play this right now. And then that's not true, right? They're using that to get something out of you. They're using that to trick you into getting their request played. I think that there's a guest Facebook group or Reddit or whatever the Reddit is like r/ how to get a DJ to play your request. And the number one trick that they all figured out is go up to the DJ and say, the bride says she wants this, and he'll play it for you. They figured that out. Never again. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I would never send out a full list. What I would do is I've posted one. I have an hour set on YouTube. So just send them right over there. And then if they want that, they got to sit down and for an hour, get out pen and paper and write down all the songs I played. So I agree. I would. Okay. And then the other Alex said, nope, not in order, at least just the samples. Yeah. Why do they want to? I think, guys, I think they're trying to play us here. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do this anymore. Do not give out full playlists. Don't do that. Even though it's not guaranteed to work, but it's your style and flavor. Nah, just post stuff on social media. They'll catch. And that's what I would tell. That's what I would tell them. I'd be like, nah, just go on social media. You'll catch my vibe. Any other ones? I only had 3. Any other ones? Otherwise, I'll go back to the Facebook here. I got another one. Okay, Amy's gonna bring up another one. Now, you want to just tell me what it is?
I'll tell you. Okay, the DJ V Squared.
Okay, V Squared
said that you guys are actually teaching AI to DJ as your DJ.
Ah, so
It like that would be the data it's collecting.
Oh yeah. Who said that again?
DJ V Squared.
Okay, DJ V Squared said that YouTube is learning how to DJ from DJs, and
well, anything like
it's Spotify.
Spotify, anything wherever you're doing your job, it's learning from you.
Oh, that could be real.
Yep.
I don't blame. I mean, they already have. So AI has already come after music and artists. So that opening track and all the opening stuff I do here, I build that in Suno. And all I do is I go in there, like when I have songs with lyrics, I write the lyrics. So I do that. But then I just say, put it in a country form and I give it artist, like Morgan Wallen or whatever. And then it fires it out in like 30 seconds, which is just crazy. Today's one, I just said, give me a spooky conspiracy theory kind of vibe, and it just kind of fires it out. So it's already coming for artists. And I believe they've gone through and listened to every song and figured out what the hooks are and can put together a song with a hook. So are they learning from us? Are we contributing to the downfall of our own business? Maybe. Yeah, we have to consider that. We have to consider that we may end up being regulated to MC work or AV audio rental. Because the one thing that AI can't do is set up the sound system and put the mics. So guys, we have to be ready to potentially not be a DJ anymore, but be an AV rental company. And they go, oh, do you need us to DJ? They go, no, we've got, AI DJ gonna do it. And basically what it does is they set their laptop up and the couple put in the songs that they like. And then they set, you pick, what do you want? Do you want it mixed? Do you want it? And they go, we want it mixed and we want it in danceable order. And then the thing goes, all right. And then just starts playing, going right into low, go right into DMX. And you're going to sit there and listen to it. And for the most part, people will probably just, oh, shit. Go with it. And then it'll be like, type in your song request. So guests just walk up. The guests will love this. They'll just walk up and type in their song request and it will play it. No more gatekeeping. No more egos. No more missed cues. No more walking down the aisle to the wrong song. Okay. So you're not worried at all. 0% concerned. Couples don't pay premium rates for just DJ. I agree. But the bottom feeders, I think they're in trouble. If you are not good at this, and here's how you know you're not good at this. All right, here a little wake, a little. All right, here you go. Here's how you know you're not good. You're not booked. Okay. Just good. Look, let's just be honest. If you're not booked and you've been doing this for, I'm not when you just started out. If you've been at this for over 5 years and you're not, and you would say I'm not booked as much as I want to, and you really want to be, and you're not, you're not good at this. You're just not good at it. Or what's happening is you're getting zero recommendations from other vendors, venues, photographers. If no one is recommending you, if you don't have a buzz, if you don't have, if you've been in the business for over 50 years and you have less than, I'm sorry, 50, Jesus. If you've been in the business for over 5 years, I'll give you some grace here. And you don't have at least 50 Google reviews, it's time to hang it up and let AI do it for you. When AI becomes that efficient, the venues will invest in some. Oh shit. Yeah, but they don't know what they're doing, and they're cheap when it comes to that. Also, they may offer the service to be like, oh, as an add-on, here's your DJ, right? But then you're gonna need all the gear, which is my least favorite part, is setting everything up. I think we're okay. I think we got a couple more years. But I don't think that we are very far from seeing this being offered. And then if you are under $1,000 DJ, I think you're the one that's in the most trouble. Because I agree that premium DJs or full-time DJs, I think you'll outshine this idea, because the couples that I work with, and you guys tell me what you think, the couples I work with are very invested in the dance. The dance is, that's the first thing I ask them. Not the first thing, but one of the things that we talk about is I go, how important is the dance to you guys? And let me just say this too. I think it's very important when you guys are doing your Zoom calls, engage them and ask them questions as well. Go back and forth, and then you can catch a vibe. Don't be so fucking desperate. I've turned couples away just because I didn't like their vibe. They just gave me the wrong, And I'd be like, and my thought was like, I don't want to deal with this. So do that. But I asked them, how important is the dance to you? And the people that I work with always say, very. We want to be out on that dance floor. We want a packed dance floor. And I think that if you've got couples that want that, they want to party, we're good. They'll hire you. I got a brides that constantly send me reels or TikToks that they find, like, oh, I love this idea or whatever. So they're very invested in this. An AI thing is not. I mean, I'm working with it, It's still frustrating. Doesn't always get it right. It's very agreeable. My ChatGPT is my bestest buddy. Great idea, Aaron. You can't do anything wrong. And that's how they'll be like, sure thing, Amanda. Anything you want. Sorry. Let's see. Let me back up here. AI bubble will burst. My day job has millions invested in it and can't do what they promise. I don't know if it's going to burst, but I do know that it has just sort of like hit the scene so fast that I think we don't know what to do with it. And it's very playful. I feel like it's like when smartphones came out, they were so cheap. They were giving them away. Hey, here you go, play with it. It's free. It's fun. Now they're $1,000 fucking dollars. So expect that. I think this is them. It's like cocaine. They're passing it out, and everyone's doing a line. Oh shit! Right? This is fun. I can make my own music. Oh, look what I can do. I make myself look like I'm in the Avengers. Right? And we're all having fun. Isn't it fun? And then bam! Once we're all addicted, like the crack whores we are, now they start, $80 a month and then you got to buy coins or some shit. Man, goddamn, do I hate that. When you pay for something and then you got to pay it, and then you got to buy coins. You want to use it? Well, you're going to need some credits to do that. Well, I just paid $50. Yeah, well, you need credits. That's my prediction is going to happen. They're going to get us all hooked. We're all going to be a bunch of crackheads, right? AI, My water's boiling on my stove. What do I do? ChatGPT, my water. I'm out of credits. Fuck! $30. Deal. King. What do I do? My water's boiling. Just turn it up, take it off the stove. Oh, shit. That's what it is. That's what's going to be. That's my bold prediction for AI. It's all fun and games now. Aren't you guys having fun? It's a playground. Come on out. And then we're going to be like, tweaking. I can't decide anything. I need help. All right. It's exactly, I'm telling you that's how this is going to go down. Some of us are already hooked and they know it. It's going to cost us $100 a month to find a gas station. Laziness. Yep. I agree with that. AI. Let's see. STEMS is that's a wild thing to say. I don't agree with that. I think STEMS is the best. STEMS has changed how we DJ for the better. I would never go back to not having that. Biggest threat, our own mentality and mixed mindset. Yeah, Russ here, I know this guy. He's got a YouTube channel called the Ozark something. But he went on there and he was kind of saying like he hit some burnout this year. And I want to address that real quick for you guys. The biggest threat to, I think that's always it. Just not just the haters. I'll get back to Russ in a second here, but the saturation. Somebody sent me a video of when did that happen? When did everyone decide to be one? And I guess the good news about this new gear coming out being expensive is that maybe that'll help keep some of these guys out. But man, it feels like everybody wants to be a DJ right now, and I don't know. That could be it. I don't know how saturated your market is, but sometimes it feels like there's just so many fucking DJs out there. It's a little out of control. Out of control. So Russ was basically saying he had some burnout last year, and I would say this: I don't feel burned out. I'm starting my my 8th year. Okay, now I'm not gonna lie. By the end of a season, I definitely exhausted and sort of the monotony of, I mostly do weddings. About 95% of what I do is weddings. So I definitely towards the end of the year feel a little bit like, ugh. If our events were a little bit shorter here, I don't think I'd feel that way. When I go do like a 5-6 hour event, man, I'm like, I could do this all day, right? But these long all day things in your back to back, Fridays, Saturdays, those take a toll. However, I always set up December to be my de-slumber. And I would encourage you guys to do something like this. I've been off for about 3 weeks now. And I got to tell you, it's the best gift I can give myself for kicking ass all year long. Because I time it this time of year because my kids are home. My kids are done with school. And so from the time they were out of school, I didn't work till they went back. I was home. And now, I'm not trying to flex. I know some of you guys can't do that. I'm not trying to say that. All I'm saying is if you're a full-time DJ and you've got family and kids, there are things that we miss on Saturdays. And my kids know that. I can't be there for everything. But if they got anything going on a Tuesday, which a lot of times my daughter does, or my son is in parkour camp or whatever, I go. So I can't be there Friday or Saturday, but I can be there on Wednesday, So that's sort of what I've done to help balance my life out. And I don't know if that helps any of you guys out, but I feel like if this is your full-time job, that is the best gift that you have for yourself is that I tell Amy all the time, I work when I want to. Okay. And I hope that doesn't come off as like, oh, it must be nice, Aaron. Well, it took me years to get here. Okay. But now I'm at the point where I feel like I can turn down. So my niece's graduation is coming up. We've had this on the books for 4 years. And I joke with my wife because I keep getting asked to work that date. It's a Friday and a Saturday in May. And I keep getting leads in that day. I'm like, well, they owe me $10,000 to go this thing, right? But because I know like it'll be all right. I'll book something else. You take that off. So I'll just say if you guys have ever felt burned out, what I would do, it's a new year, take a step back, set a limit on how many things you want to do that will take care of you and your bills and make sure you're good. And then just don't take everything, you know? And especially if you have kids, I will say this, mine are 8 and 15 and it goes by quick. Okay. So a little bit of a whatever, but like, don't miss. Don't try to be there as much as you can, and they'll, you know, it'll enrich your life to do that as well. Okay. Now that we went off that little rant there. All right, let's go another we're almost at 1 o'clock. We'll go a little couple more. If you guys had anything, put it in chat too, and we'll go over that. That's the hardest part, missing family stuff on Saturdays, learning to block off weekends despite knowing exactly. And you go to an event, right? And you're sitting there going, I could have made $5,000 today or whatever, you know. But just know, like, hey, it's true. I missed out on the money, but how priceless is this moment? Did I get to watch my daughter sing or whatever, you know? So just if it's your calendar and you're in charge of it, just utilize that to your advantage. It is, I think, the greatest part of what we do is being able to decide when I work and when I don't. And, you know, I know like, hey, I hit it hard in the summer, non-negotiable. I need these days. Let's go. But then in December, it's time to kick back, relax, refresh. I'm ready to go. Mine are senior in high school and freshman in college. Can't wait to the quiet time. Yeah, I know. It goes fast though, bro. It goes fast. They'll be out. They'll be out of the house, and then your house will be clean again, and your downstairs will be clean, and the chaos will be over. But then, I think we'll end up missing it. Okay. Emmett said people having smaller ceremonies with less traditional aspects. This is due to many factors, budget. Yeah, I mean, I'm noticing too. Ceremonies have always been quicker, less churchy ceremonies, which I'm all for. Because those ones are just so long. You know, nice 20-minute outdoor ceremony. Oh, they're testing the sirens here. AI, everybody's saying AI. Let's see what else we got here. The same thread as always, show up different or blend in with the herd. AI will thin out the herd. Let's see. Complacency, unwillingness to learn new things. I think we've seen that going on for years now. Unrealistic budgets met by low quality and underpriced DJs. The economy will divide our market, probably many markets, just like it will divide the classes. There will be those who will afford, yeah, that's always been the case. Complacency, AI, influencers, content creators promoting terrible information to impressionable DJs. Is that me? I thought that was nice, what I just said. Thanks, Nick. Good to have you here, buddy. Let's see. What did you see here, buddy? I had 3 gigs last weekend. My wife asked whether I like gigs more than spending time with her. She didn't like the answer. Well, what did you say? What did she say? What'd you say, dude? You didn't fall for that trap. You didn't fall into that, did you? Also this, I will tell you this. If you're married, because Fridays and Saturdays are off the table typically, take your wife out on a date, guys. Come on. Amy and I went out to, we went to a shooting range. It's the first time we ever did that. God damn it, was that fun, right? We went in and they showed us how to do it. We both went in there, got some targets, and it was our first time ever doing that. And we had a lot of fun doing that. So we went and did that, and then we went and had dinner. Go out on dates. We're hitting 20 years, okay? You want to know how to do that? Date your wife, okay? Especially if you're gone a lot on the weekends. Make time for those people. Other DJs this guy not worried about AI. Every DJ of every generation should learn to adapt to the times. AI will never be able to replace a personable, professional, and skilled DJ. Correct. However, will we believe that? But will the client think that? Right? They see an ad on a reel. Don't want to pay $2,000 for your DJ? Yes. Then download this software for $500 It will interact with your crowd, hype up, say your name correctly, play the music that you want to hear. And then that's it. You're fucked. I mean, we don't have to convince ourselves that I think is that it? Is that the sign? It's like, it's the end when we're trying to talk ourselves out of it. I know we all think this. We're on the DJs we're all in a group like, we're fine. No one's going to replace us. And the couples are on the other end going, you guys are easily replaced. We replaced you in a second. It'll be easy to replace you. That's what scares the hell out of me. That's what scares me. For real, bro. I hate it when other DJs go into DJ chat rooms and say they got a cancellation or open for a certain date if anybody needs them. Yeah, you know what? Whatever. I see that too. And man, it's so funny. I'll see like in the Facebook groups, I need to stay off of these, but a bride will say, and by the way, have you noticed that everybody is now being anonymous? And the reason why they're going anonymous is I'm guessing their DMs are just filled with bullshit. But a bride will say, I'm not looking for vendor requests. I am wanting people that have worked with other vendors, past brides, to please give me recommendations. And of course, underneath, like, I'm open for your date. They didn't even say the goddamn date. And they're already on it. All right, 50 people here and at 32 likes. Can you guys get me to 40? Let's get me to 40 and we're going to wrap things up here. We'll go through a couple more. Unless, yo, Aaron, do you think the Rain System 1 is a Guitar Center timed exclusive? I mean, it was that picture of it in the box was definitely Guitar Center. I don't know. I don't know if Rain is doing, if they're purposefully doing these leaks. And if they are, I think they're a genius for doing that. I think I love that. I love that. By the way, speaking of canceled DJs, I booked a wedding and a consultation after a couple had already booked another DJ. Let me tell you what happened. And this will be my last story. The first thing that happened was the couple I met with, and they're getting married soon. It was like in the next couple of weeks that I booked them. But they said, hey, we booked our DJ. It was a recommendation. And then we saw them in person. Okay. They went to an event and that DJ was there. And they're like, oh, great. We get to see them in action, right? And they said they were just so underwhelmed. The DJ sat back by their table, never went on the microphone, had no energy, was very quiet, didn't mix at all. And the things that they promised them that they did when they first chatted, they didn't deliver it. And the bride was like, at the time I sort of wasn't really like dialed in, but then afterwards I realized, you know what? I didn't really have any fun at that wedding. And so they decided we're not going to do that. We're not going to fuck with this. So they fired that DJ, lost their deposit and hired me. That's crazy. So let that be two things. One, a lesson to some of you, okay? Make sure you're not over-promising and under-delivering. You never know. And this has happened to me, where in the middle of a wedding, a couple will run up to me, and I don't recognize them. And they're like, Aaron. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like, you're our DJ for January or whatever. And I'm like, all right, how we doing? You guys having fun? Or like, we're having the best time. So sometimes you never know. Especially if you're getting booked on referrals. But the second thing is, I know we were talking about couples not caring, but this is the kind of couple, the one that did this, that I want to work with. I don't want to work at these cheap weddings. I want to work with the couples that are willing to say, I'm going to lose our deposit and get somebody that we know will deliver. So that mindset is still out there. So if anybody was feeling like, oh my God, AI is going to take over, that gives me a little bit of peace of mind. The second one is their DJ ghosted them. So she booked them. And by the way, you're saying, oh, it was a big company. No, this wasn't a solo. but it was a company that had like only like 2 or 3 other DJs, so a smaller multi-op. But she said, I've been texting and emailing my DJ that I booked several months ago, and he's not getting back to me. It's been over a week, and what do I do? Is that acceptable? Absolutely not. I want you guys to hit the like button or put it in chat if you responded to emails over Christmas break. Okay? And I know that if you were like me, they came in. I know you had leads come in during, and I'm saying between December 24th and January 1st. If you got leads or contacts from your past brides or couples coming up, if they emailed you or texted you and you responded to them, I want you to hit the like button or say, I did in the chat, okay? Because that's not good business to leave these people, them hanging. They're expecting correspondence. What you do when you don't get back to them is you start to manifest and plant the seed of, now I'm sounding like a preacher. You're going to manifest. You're going to plant the seed. I can't help it, I guess. Used to be one. There we go. Look at this. I'm proud of you guys. Fuck yeah. Yes, I'm proud of you. Keep it coming. Guilty, Joe? All you're guilty of is being a good DJ, bro. Okay? I did the same thing. And in fact, last night I was playing Roblox with my son. He's, by the way, oh my God, this fucking Roblox. There's this game called Rivals. He kicked my ass. I got my ass kicked by this game. I was like, bro, let's go. Let's play Madden. I just felt like so emasculated by my 8-year-old. I had to fire up Madden and make him play like the Rams from like, 95 or 2002 or whatever. And then we just kick his ass. Kick his ass. I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it. So now I'm lost. I forget where I was. I started talking about my son and Roblox. What was I talking about just before that? Anyways, getting the job done, responding to texts and emails during it. So this bride said that this guy wasn't doing it, so she fired him and booked a consultation with me. So it's out there. All right. I think we're still okay. I think we're still okay. I know. Even if it's not a full response, at least respond that yeah, exactly. Be like, hey, there's nothing wrong with saying like, hey, I'm at a family event. I've done that. I'm on vacation. The hardest part is being on vacation. And because I know that we know that a delayed response only means that the other guy that she emailed will get back before you. And so we know that every day that goes by, I don't get back to this email is a higher chance that I don't book these people. So vacation is tough. When I was on the cruise, I had the internet package, and the only thing that I referred to, the only thing that I emailed were leads, and it was just like that. Hey, I'm on vacation right now. I'll be back on the 3rd and get back to you. Thanks for your interest or whatever. And if I can answer a question that they have, then I would do that too. All right. Let's wrap this shit up. Thanks for being here, everybody. We had fun. I hope you had a good time. Welcome to 2026. What did we learn today? We learned about the Rain System 1. That's real. I love that Rain is leaking this stuff. I think they should keep doing it. I'm very interested in it. We'll see it January 20th, so we got 13 days till we see it. I'm going to try to see if I can get out to NAMM. I don't know if that's possible or not, but we'll try to make that happen. 2, AI is scary. Is it going to replace us? I think it'll replace some of us. Not if you're good at your job. Have a great week, guys. See you next week.